Hello, thank you for stopping by my channel. Let me adjust my camera again. Oh, okay, that's better. All right, I'm still learning this thing. Okay, well, I think I'm far enough away. I don't like to be too far, I don't like to be too close. Okay, well, I have a few projects to share with you. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks, but when I get into something, I don't like to stop, and I just keep going and making more messes all over the place. But I have fun doing it, and then finally, it's like, okay, you got to stop, because my brain is scrambled. Anyways, also, I want to make an announcement that I will be selling my own graphics in my Etsy shop. I hope you'll go check them out. I have played with graphics for over 20 years. When computers first came out, I remember I had the Paint program, and I thought, what will we do with that? Yeah, little did I know, I spend my life in the Paint program. Paint Shop Pro is what I use. And I never got into Photoshop because it just looked too difficult. Paint Shop Pro is a lot easier, but over 20 years they've had a lot of upgrades and stuff like that, and done a lot of good things. So I'm finally confident that I could share my graphics. A lot of you know I do my own dolls. I do a few things here. I've done a few things there, but I've kind of gone gung-ho. And I'm filling my shop up with all kinds of graphics, stuff that I would like to work with. Whether, anybody else says, I don't know what the fad is or the popular thing. I know what I like. And I've always stayed with that. I was at a convention with an artist once. I used to paint. I have books that I have published out in internationally. And that was in the 90s. And I was with one of these artists, and she said, always be true to yourself. Whatever your style is, and do it. And I said, well, how do I know what my style is? And she said, whatever you like, that's your style. And be true to yourself with that. So I have always kept that in my mind, and I am true to what I like. And if it doesn't sell, fine. If it sells, fine. If other people like it, I love that, but if they don't, that's okay too. So I hope you'll check out my graphics. I'm going to show you some of them today in these projects that I've done. I did a folio here, and I'm going to unwrap it, untie it. And this is one of my dresses that I have in the shop. I have a few of these, and I've added some bridal gown trim. I still collect vintage bridal wedding gowns. I have, quite a few. And I just got one again last week, 1970s, and I love it. Okay, so what I do on some of them, like you can see here, this is another lady that's in my shop. I have 8 of these women, all different, that are in my shop for one price altogether as a collection. And I do print on photo paper, matte photo paper, when I want to get something just pop right off the paper for you. And at other times, this is also another one of my graphics. This is on cardstock, but I set my printer to high, and then I increase the ink levels to about 6. Now, I don't know if you're savvy with your printer or not. I mess around with every printer I've ever had, and I always have 2 or 3 printers at the same time. So if one breaks down, I just go get the other one, because I can tend to mess it up. I don't do it on purpose, but you got to find things out, and the only way to find things out is to mess with them. So that's what I do. And I put a little netting here with some rosebuds. I thought that was pretty. And a button over here, and some string. And this is a flower off of a little girl's dress, and I just thought it went well with her hat. I think she's so pretty. And I've got 8 of them, and they're all different in my store. And then you open it up, and I've got a little notepad here, and this is removable. I have it on foam tape, and you can just pull it off. It's sticky tape, double-sided. And so I have a few. What I did was I made them stripes on the front and plain on the back. So you can write on the stripes, you can write on the backs. Actually, I put them I was going to do it the other way so that the plane was on top, but I guess I messed that up. Well, you know how that goes. But anyways, I'm not going to take it apart now. I'd ruin it. And this cottage, I love this cottage sign. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. And here, now this cottage is not mine. I got that, I don't know where, probably on Google. You can do, you know, if you're looking for images, you can type in Google and type in what you want, say shoes. I want shoes, a high heel. Type it in your Google search and then put PNG, which is ping, and all the free images will come up that are available to you, and you will be surprised at how many you can get. I think I got this little lady off of Pinterest. Isn't she adorable? I like her. She's holding the glove. So I thought she went nice in here. And then you open, these are all envelopes. This is just like a folio, envelope folio. And over here, this is one of my graphics. I have these tags for graphics. And this is just a tuck spot. And it opens up here. And I have these cakes that I love. And teapots, and you open this, or teacups. Open this, and I've got a pocket here that you can write on. And then I just added, if I can get them out, some tags in here of more bedrooms. Let's see. Got a bedroom here, and I added a couple of tags, bedrooms here, because they were extra. I tried different sizes to see what I like. These are extra, so I thought whoever got this would like that. And this is one of my background papers. And this is a little pocket, so this is one of my background papers. And I just tucked it in there for a little note or something. And I showed you the tags, okay? Now this is an envelope that's in my, all the roses in here are from a kit that I did. I just put up yesterday. It's called A Rose Garden. I love roses, and I know how many women love roses, right? Even have beautiful roses sitting next to me for Valentine's Day. And so I did an envelope here. There's 4 envelopes in the kit. This is a wax seal, and inside this envelope I put some extra graphics that I've done that you will get with this folio if you buy it. And these are journaling cards here that I've done, and there's 6 of these, and there's 8 tags. This is a background page. It's full page, 8.5 by 11, but I shrunk it down because I wanted to make it note paper. I love all these flourishes and frames and stuff like that. I love to add that. I have had that in my Paint Shop Pro program for years, and so now I'm using them. So when we take that out, we have this. This is a pocket here, obviously, and you can put paper and notes in there. And these 2 cottage tags will come with it. And here's 2 more of my tags with my roses. I'm so thankful the way graphics are really coming up and doing some great things. Gives us a lot of options and opportunities to make beautiful things. And in the back, that's just the back. Now you could put a pocket here if you wanted to add more items. This will come with the envelope, and it will have these. I'm going to leave that out for a minute because I want to show you. I'm going to put this back in here. Now with the envelopes, the graphics that are in this rose garden, okay, I wanted to show you how to, after you cut it out, and it is a light color, so it is on a 8.5 by 11 white sheet, which actually is a graphic, but when you print it out, it's your paper. And it's kind of light to see the outline. So what I do is, but I didn't want to change the color because I like the color. So I just kind of put some pencil marks here and there when I'm cutting, just so I know to cut on this line here and here. And then when I cut it out, of course, I can see it a lot better. So what I do after I've cut it out to score it and to make the envelope, I put it in my little score board, and I find these brown lines here are where you score all the way around, and that will make your envelope. And it's a good size envelope, and there's 4 different ones. So you find it, and however straight, you have to be careful, because if you're cutting these out with scissors, it might be a little wonky. So you have to be careful with your score lines to line it up nice and good with it here. Okay, so there I scored that. That worked out good. Now I'll score this side. And you kind of got to make sure you're doing it right. It's a little tricky, but I mean, for what you get, it's worth the effort. Ladies, it's worth the effort because envelopes are so pretty. And you can send real letters in them. You can make cards for them. I mean, what can't you do with an envelope, right? And people think you're a genius because you made your own envelope. If only they knew, right? If only they knew. Somebody printed that for me and I just worked it out. And I didn't do a good job there. Okay, here we go. All right, so when you're done with that, then you just fold. I went a little too hard on that one. Open it up and then fold the sides. Open it up. You always want to open it after you fold them because you don't want them getting caught on each other. And then when they're all nice and I don't have my bone folder here, but I always use my bone folder to make nice crisp folds. You turn it over, you put it here, and here is the top, and then I put a little bit of glue just along these tabs and pull this up and glue it. And you have an envelope. And if you want to put Velcro there, you could do that. Like I said, I put a wax seal on mine. I could put Velcro right there and close it. That would work real good too. So I hope you will check those out. And the other things that I have, I decided, oh wait, I wanted to, before we're done with before we go to the next thing, I just want to show you a couple of the things that are in the Rose Garden kit. This is one of the background papers that I did. I did that on cardstock. And here are journaling cards. These are 4.5 by 5.5, and they can always be resized. Okay, now all of the graphics are JPEGs. I don't have any PNGs because a lot of people don't know how to work a PNG, and I understand that totally. And these are not the kind of design you're going to put on something else. When you use a PNG, it's because it has a transparent background. PNGs have transparent backgrounds. You don't need them for these because they're already on a design. All you need to do is print them on a piece of paper. So it's a lot easier. But they will come in a zipped, compressed folder. And you open it and they will be single, all right? They will be individual pictures. So whatever program you use to print out, put them on a paper, whatever, that's what you do. Just treat them like they're pictures, like they're your photos. And well, I'm sure you've all done graphics if you're junk journalers. You know what to do. So anyways, but there's 6 different ones of these in the garden, in the Rose Garden. And then here is one of the background papers. And then I did a couple of these with the brown check, and I did a kind of like inked edge. And these can be reduced. Here's one that I reduced. It's pink because I did the pink check as well. And this is probably my favorite. And this folds in half, and right in half is where that is. So you could actually cut down the middle if you wanted to and use it on one paper or use it on another one. Or you can just fold it in half. Let's fold it in half. And put it in your journal. And there you are, right down the middle. So it's very nice. I cut 2 of them out because I'm going to be using them. I showed you that one. Okay. Pink, checked with flowers. and pink check with different flowers. And the brown check also has a second one with different flowers. Now these are tags that I did. There are no holes in the graphics. I was going to print out one to show you. But what I did, it's kind of like the same as, actually it is the same design as this. And I shrunk it down and I put it on the tag. And it's, the reason right in the center is where you would punch your hole. Now doesn't that look nice? Right in the center of that flourish, you know, the design, instead of one of those brown holes. I mean, they're okay, but when you're making something pretty and sweet and shabby chic, I think that looks a lot prettier with, well, let me show you. With, this is seam binding, and it's right in the center, so just thought I'd mention it. Okay, I think we're done. I have a lot on my site. I've been working like a maniac, and that's why I haven't been here too. I've been glued to the computer. I did have neck operations in the 90s. I had 2 of them. I have 4, what do they call them? Titanium disc in my neck. So I've lost 25% mobility. So I can't just stare at the computer at a certain same for hours without pain. And I do it anyways. Yeah. Oh yeah. I do it anyways. Because I'm an idiot, you know. And then I complain. So no complaints this time. This is a bag that I did, and this is one of my graphics. I think I have 4 different cakes on my website, on my Etsy shop. I used buttons again. I'm really loving buttons. I mean, they are fun. I think they dress up. When nothing else works, go to your button stash. And actually, these little roses, I think, look like buttons. Now, this is on the Epson PREMIUM presentation paper. My son came in earlier when I was telling you about it, so he distracted me and my brain went zzz, forget what I was saying. So I'm back. What was Epson PREMIUM presentation paper. You get it on Amazon. It's photo paper and it's matte, and it just prints out wonderful. You don't have to do anything to it, just print it out. These prints look great. I love high contrast, and that's what these have. So that's for sale in my shop. And this bag that with that dress on it and buttons. See the buttons? I love the buttons. They're so nice to play with. And this one, this is more of a watercolor effect that I can do. And more buttons right there. And then my little dolls, which you've all seen me do them before. These bags are also for sale in my Etsy. And then a couple others that aren't my graphics, but I did on presentation paper. These small envelopes here will be for sale in my Etsy shop as well. So that's really all I have for today. Thank you for stopping by. If you like my video, oh, there's a free graphic in my website. No, my Facebook group. I'm all messed up. I'm not used to doing a video now again. Okay, in my Facebook group, which I will link below, I have put, I don't have a picture of it, I have put a couple of free graphics for Valentine's Day that you're welcome to take and use for your own personal use. You can use them and sell on something, you know, like a junk journal, put them in a card, make a card, sell it. I don't care. Just don't sell the graphic. I appreciate it. And I hope to be giving at least once a month some free graphics. And I have other patterns in there. If you've never been to my Facebook group, you're welcome to join. And I'll leave the link below. Okay, and so if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And I hope you'll come back and see what I have for us next time I do a video. Thanks a lot, and have a good week. We'll see you in the next video.